Well, joining me now is Ali Shehabi. He's an author and commentator focusing on the politics and economics of Saudi Arabia. And it's good to have you, Ali. Thank you
to be here, Becky.
for being with us. You're an expert on this region, very specifically on Saudi Arabia. Just talk to us about the big picture here and why it is that Donald Trump sees Saudi, Qatar and the UAE as offering huge advantages for his America First policy.
Well, look, optics and symbolism are very important in politics. And the fact that the president is coming to Riyadh as his first major foreign trip says a lot. I think it recognizes Saudi leadership in the region, it recognizes Saudi stature globally, and it recognizes the solidification of a partnership that has developed with the United States over the last few years. During his first term, the Biden era was choppy a bit in the beginning, but towards the end of the Biden era, the ties became very close. And obviously, Mr. Trump coming back in with a history of having close ties with the kingdom helped very much. So the relationship is on a very solid footing.
I often hear people talking about how important it is for the US to recognize Saudi Arabia as a legacy partner. I mean, this is 90 years in the making with the mutually beneficial deal around Aramco, the oil company here. Is it important then, you're saying, that it is clear from this Trump administration that the relationship between Saudi and the US is mutually beneficial, that it is both national interests?
Unquestionably. I mean, first of all, Saudi Arabia has historically and continues to support the dollar as a major global currency in trade by insisting that oil trade take place in the dollar. This is a very important boost to the status of the dollar. The kingdom has tremendous investments in America. It's a major, one of the largest, if not the largest buyer of arms from the United States. The Americans are major investors in Saudi Arabia. This visit, there will be a signing of multiple agreements, both ways, Saudi investment in America and American investment in the kingdom, and a number of joint ventures between Saudi and US companies. So it really shows how close this relationship has become and how coordinated Saudi Arabia and the US are really with many of the policies that they are carrying out jointly in the region.
One win that Trump is not likely to get, almost definitely not going to get, is normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel. This is a key strategic pillar for Donald Trump as part of the Abraham Accords. Yes. Just explain where we are at with that.
No, I mean, that's not going to happen. And the reason that's not happening is there is no partner on the Israeli side. The Israeli government is showing no interest in taking any steps. The kingdom has been very clear and in the voice of the Crown Prince himself that normalization will not take place unless there is a Palestinian state with Jerusalem as its capital. The Israelis are far from sending any signals in that regard, and despite the eagerness of the Trump administration to push the kingdom is steadfast in its position that it will not move towards normalization unless and until those steps begin to emerge.
I want you to stay with me. This is a kingdom transformed since 2017 when Donald Trump was last here. This is a region to a degree transformed with the rapprochement between Saudi Arabia and Iran and various other sort of stories going on around this region, not least the change in Syria at this point. Stay with me as we move through this hour and we'll further discuss where we are at and where we are headed. Well, President Donald Trump's